Hello students, welcome to this session of your GK class. So last week we have read about the chapter 21 and that 21 I already told you the answers of the 21, and now we'll start reading from 22. Chapter 22 you open your GK book, and 22 chapter page number 26 you open. The joy of reading. So that chapter we'll read now. So first, the joy of reading chapters identifies these golden classics from their description. So here some books description given and you have to identify that book's name. So first of all, bit number 1, this book is about a young boy and his escapades, and he lives in a small town along the Mississippi River with his Aunt Polly, half-brother Sid, and cousin Mary. And he is always getting into trouble, and though he gets frequent spankings from his aunt, he managed to win her over with his wit and charm. So you have to say the book name. So the book name is The Adventure of Tom Sawyer. First question answer is The Adventure of Tom Sawyer. Okay, Adventure of Tom Sawyer. The second question, Alonso Quesada is obsessed with the legends of knight-errant who rush off to kill dragon, rescue princess, and earns the eternal gratitude of the king and the people. And he decided to become a knight-errant himself and embarks on adventure with his squire Sancho Panza, he dim-witted village peasant. The book name is Don Quisto. Okay, that is Don Quisto. The second one. Then like this manner, third one, the answer is The Prisoner of Joda. Third one answer is The Prisoner of Joda. Okay. Fourth one, Oliver Twist. Fourth one. And fifth one, The Wizard of Oz. Or Oz, you can say. The Wizard of Oz. Okay. The sixth one is the Artanan and his friends Arthos, Parthos, and Aramis are part of the French king's royal guard. They are sent on a secret mission to England to recover diamond belonging to Queen Anne of France. So the answer is the Three Musketeers. So these are the answers of this chapter, and you have to remember. Thereafter, next chapter, you come to the next chapter, newspaper. As you know, the newspaper are an important source of information and entertainment, featuring topics such as the current event and science, politics, arts, crime, and sports. Every type of news we are getting from the newspaper. Here is how the newspaper is created. That all steps are written in newspaper, how it is created. Every day in the morning we are getting the newspaper. But before that, how it is created, that we will read in this chapter. That is 23, newspaper. First step is that the reporter and correspondence. So reporter and correspondence from from across the country. So they are remaining in different part of your country and the world also, other country also. Then gather news and submit their reports to the city editor within a deadline. Within a time limit, they are giving the report to the editor. Okay, city editor. Every place one city editor is there. So they are submitting the report to the city editor. Then the news features are then edited by the team of the sub-editors. Then that whatever news they are giving, that all news are collecting and editing by the sub-editors. Then the editors takes an overall look at the news stories. Okay, and the edited stories are then categorized into used for various pages. So they are separating sports news, crime news, then arts news, then political news. So these all things they are making it separate. Thereafter, then various page, on which page which one to be published, that all things they are deciding. And various pages are city, nation, sports, cinema, that all things one page they are printing. So in which page what to be print, that all they are deciding. Thereafter, the pages are laid out on the computer with the text, picture and graphics. The prototype of the printed page is thus created. Thereafter, these all things are sending to the computer section, and the pages are laid out the computer with the text and picture and graphics, with that picture also, graphics also, how to write, where to write, that all things they are deciding. And the prototype, a design they are preparing first on the computer, then printed upon the blueprint they are preparing. And after preparing the blueprint, the plate pressed on the image. Okay, that plate, one plate is there, over that the image is pressed on the page into the rubber cylinder, and which is pressed it into the paper, then runs through the press. Okay, thereafter one cylinder is there, rubber cylinder, over that it is pressing, by which the number of pages are printing over that cylinders. Then the large sheet of printed newspaper move into the machine called the folder. Then thereafter, it is that all printed papers are going to another machine that is called folder. Okay, where the pages are cut individually, thereafter folded in a order. Okay, then the paper are stacked into the bundles and loaded into the delivery truck for the distribution. So like this manner, different steps they are following to prepare a newspaper, by which in early morning we are getting the newspaper. So this is about there is no question. So this is about this chapter 23. Then 24, Voyage of Discovery. So this chapter you open page number 29, the Voyage of Discovery, driving by the spirit of adventure, explorer have overcome various obstacles to discover the new places. The different persons in our history already mentioned that different person they discovered different new country. So who discovered which country, regarding that matter it is written here. Okay, Ferdinand Magellan in 1480 to 1521, a Portuguese explorer, led first the expedition that circumnavigated to the globe, that is in 1519 to 1522. So Ferdinand Magellan, Portuguese explorer. Then Dr. David Livingstone in 1813 to 1873 was a Scottish missionary. He his exploration of the Africa led to the discovery of the Victoria Fall in 1855. Okay, which is named after the ruling British Queen. So the Victoria Fall is discovered by this person, Dr. David Livingstone. Okay, Africa, it is in Africa. Then Captain James Cook, 1728 to 1779, was a British navigator who discovered the Hawaiian island he discovered. That is Captain James Cook. Okay, in 1728 to 1779. Okay, was a British navigator. He discovered the Hawaiian island, and he was the first to establish an English settlement in Australia. Because him only first English people are started to live in Australia. Okay, then Roald Amundsen in 1872 to 1928 was a great Norwegian explorer. He led the expedition that was the first to reach the South Pole on 14 December 1911. First person he reached to the North Pole of the Earth. Okay, and Roald Amundsen. Then American explorer the Robert Peary in 1856 to 1920. He was considered the first person to reach to the geographic North Pole. He reached first person to the North Pole on 6th April 1909. Okay, then he is the first person who reached to the North Pole, the American explorer Robert Peary. Then Portuguese explorer Bartolomeu Diaz in 1450 to 1500 was the first European to sail around the Cape of Good Hope in Africa in 1488, thus opening the sea route to the Asia via Indian Ocean. He first discovered the sea route to the Asia via Indian Ocean, and he was the first European to sail around the Cape of the Good Hope in Africa in 1488. So this is all about this chapter. So this is all about your GK chapters. So next GK class we will discuss furthermore whatever it is given. So now for the timing you study these chapters whatever already I told you. Side by side, as already in the home assignment I already given to you, the current affairs book already attached to your GK book, and the current affairs first, second, third you have to read also, because they are nothing to be teach, only questions are given and answer also it is given in the book. So you have to find out which is the right answer, the serial number it is given. So by serial number you can easily get it the answers, and the current affairs books also you have to read yourself, and in examination that current affairs also it will come. So thank you. Next class we will discuss furthermore.